Hi, Sweetie Sue's here. I am back with another thrift haul. This is going to be an accumulation of items that I picked up on a recent road trip to Portland and up to Seattle. And then also a couple items I have found just in the last week. So let's get started. It's a mixture of also vintage items and newer pieces. So as always, I'll start with accessories. We were in Bellingham visiting some family, and my aunt took us to an antique shop, and this was the item I ended up purchasing. It's a pair of cat-eye glasses. I think they're so cute. They fit me, and I will definitely be using those in the future. Next up, I got a pair of I think these are 60s sunglasses, kind of the, I guess, octagon shape. Ooh, whoever owned these could not see, holy moly. So those will definitely be relensed if I do use them in the future. And I just love that green hue. If I do relens them, I'll probably do something similar to that. Next up, I got this really cute pair of earrings. They're enamel, and they're little strawberries. So cute. Those were only $2.99. And then next up, I managed to find this really cute sweater clip. It's kind of tangled up here. Or no, I guess it's not. Or it could be. It could be worn as a sweater clip or just as a brooch set. But it's, so on one end is this kind of trophy-like piece. Oh, actually that's upside down. So that's how it's supposed to be worn, with a cameo on the top. And then the other piece is this lion piece. So pretty unique. It was only $4 for the set. I just thought it was different. It's probably from the 90s, just based on the material, but I liked it. And I'm totally obsessed with cameos, so anything with cameo. Next up, I found this really groovy resin ring. I just love that design on there. It's so cool. It's probably a homemade piece, so probably a one-of-a-kind find. And then for necklaces, I found this Bakelite, another chunky Bakelite necklace. So cool. Probably circa 60s. And another, I'm guessing this is amber. I don't think it's Bakelite, but it is definitely a vintage plastic, and it's got some carvings on it. So I found this amber necklace locally here in Medford. You can see the knife carvings on it. It's kind of got like dots, and so kind of a unique piece. Kind of a, I don't know if this is like an African piece or more of like an Egyptian revival piece. I have no idea. If you know anything about amber, let me know. Vintage amber. And then my last piece of jewelry is this incredible Bakelite rose brooch. And what's pretty cool about this was, the day before I bought this at a thrift store, I'd actually seen one just like it at an antique shop, and they wanted $85 for it. And I couldn't do it. And then the next day, look what I found, the same thing. And I paid $5 for mine. So be patient, you'll find it. Next up, I got some tiki items on our trip. I found this little Ku. He's a Hawaiian tiki god. And this is like the lava rock, made in China, so I doubt it's even real. It's probably plastic, but I love those guys. And I found this unique ship in a bottle And I just love these kind of knickknacks for my tiki room. It looks like it's got a German flag. The ship is labeled the Schweinbach. So it looks like somebody did this by hand. It was a homemade piece. Pretty cool. So that will be going in my tiki room. I also found a mug, tiki mug, nothing special. It's accoutrements from 2004. These were mass produced, made in China. But I've learned that when I have people over and I want to make tiki drinks, I would much rather use these with the chance of something cracking or breaking than actually use the ones that I pay big bucks for, or the ones that have some worth. So this is just going to be one that will go in my kitchen cabinet for when I make drinks at home. Next up, I found another vintage baby planter. I just thought this was adorable with the little elephant and the pinks and the blues. And so if you've got a baby, this will probably be a gift coming from me, or if any of my friends have babies, I mean. Okay, so next up, this was kind of insane. So I told Dave, like, look for things that are kind of touristy, like either vintage touristy would be ideal, or even modern touristy. I just wanted something that said Seattle, that had the Space Needle on them. And then he comes up to me, he goes, well, these do? I couldn't believe it. They're World's Fair 1962 commemorative glasses. Aren't those incredible? And he found a set. Could not believe it. Good job, Dave. They were $6 a piece, but hey, that's a steal for vintage World's Fair items. So next up, I'll do my patterns. I actually found quite a few patterns, and I'll do some of the sewing items. I just found a metal zipper. I like to buy those when I find them, and I found these for 25 cents a piece, just cheaper than buying the ones you buy at the store. Nothing special. And then I found some more vintage buttons. There's that one. And then I just love the design on this one. I love that they're also on their original tags. And then I also got just some big black ones. I thought they might be Bakelite, but they didn't test positive, but they're still good to have in my stash. These did test positive, and they were in the button section, but I don't think they're buttons. So if anybody knows, let me know. So it's weird. They're oval. One side has like this clip, and then the back side has these two like metal holes. I don't know what these, I thought maybe it might be a belt, but I can't figure out how that would work. I don't think they're shoe clips. They're definitely not clips to be worn like this. I have no idea. So if anybody knows, pass on the knowledge. And there's both brown Bakelite, and they're both carved, but I have no idea what these are. Granted, I haven't done any research yet, so I'll do that next. Oh, and I should point out the blow mold that Dave found recently at a thrift store, local thrift store here in Medford. It's incredible, and just a reminder that they're starting to put out holiday stuff, so keep your eye out for vintage Halloween and Christmas. So I'm going to try to go through these quick, these patterns, because I have about maybe 12. So I start out with the vintage ones. I found this cute Simplicity dress. These are actually, are these the maternity ones? No. Yeah, these are maternity. But I just love, I love them. And, you know, if I get pregnant in the future, I would love to have a sewing project like that. I've been obsessed with wanting to make skirts, so I've been trying to buy them when I see them, when I know they're my size and they haven't been cut. This is Simplicity, and it's vintage. Next up is just, it was cute. I love the artwork on it. The 60s nightgown set pattern. Next one is also a 60s pattern. Again, I love that artwork. That's sometimes why I buy these. Simplicity. Here's another vintage set, and this is also maternity wear, and this is McCall's. So cute. This one I got because it had a poodle skirt on it. I just figured if I wanted to make like a gathered skirt, maybe I could use this pattern. Same thought process when I bought this one. This is a newer Simplicity pattern. And then came across this one, and this one actually looks like the one I'll probably use. And I actually, you'll see, found fabric very similar to that, so I'll probably be making something similar with this. This one I bought specifically for the wide leg set, jumpsuit set. It kind of reminds me of like a Art Deco beach loungewear item. So with the right fabric, that could be a really cool item. Just another McCall's dress pattern. And another one, I liked it because of this one. I don't really care too much for these ones that have the different layers. And then same one, I bought this one because of the wide leg pants. And then this one, why not? It's a great 1930s reproduction print. In fact, I love my wedding gown, don't get me wrong, but if I'd found this one over the one I used, I probably would have done this one. And then the last pattern is a folkwear pattern, and this is for Gibson Girl blouse. And I'll probably actually be selling this. So look for that in my shop if you're interested. Okay, so onto the fabric. I found this piece, which is Atomic, and it's about like a yard, maybe a little over a yard of material. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe make a little tablecloth for my kitchen table with it. When I see Atomic, I grab it because you don't see Atomic that often, at least where I live or where I was. So here's that fabric I was telling you about. Just a classic black and white gingham, and it was 3 yards for $5. Not bad. Okay, so onto the clothes. So first item is a vintage skirt, and it's got the metal zipper. I'm just, by looking at the fabric and the print, I'd say this is probably 60s, maybe even early 70s, but really cute. It fits me. It's got a cute little ruffle design on the bottom. I definitely think this was a homemade item, which are actually my favorite pieces to find because they're so unique. Next up, I found a vintage 50s patio skirt, and it's a really pretty yellow with rickrack, and it's even got this cute design on the bottom. This is going in my shop because sadly it doesn't fit me, and I just don't want to try to alter it because it's an original piece. The sad thing about that is that when you see something like this at a thrift shop, you should look to see if there's a matching top, and I forgot to do that, and it just kills me thinking I left without looking, but still a good piece. Next up, I found this vintage 60s dress. It's like a shirt dress with a gathered skirt. It's a really cute kind of floral, fall floral print. It's got the label. It says Meg Marlowe is the brand. Sadly it doesn't fit me, so that's going to my shop. And look at the button detailing on there. It's got some crazy buttons up the center and a cute little Peter Pan collar. Next up is also going to shop. A lot of this stuff is going in my shop. I'd say like half. I'm keeping, half I'm selling. This is a vintage 60s satin homemade dress, and it's a really pretty like bronze, gold or brown bronze color, and then it's got this green and red design with lovebirds and flowers. It's so pretty. It's definitely a wiggle dress. It's going to be a tight fit. Definitely probably an extra small or small, so it doesn't fit me. Next one I got purely because of the fabric. This is not a homemade one. This one has a label, and it is R&K Knits. And I think this label is 70s. And it's just this really cute, like, shift dress with this incredible blue Asian inspired print with the cherry blossoms and the lantern. Oh, it's so pretty. It's even got a little Asian gal on it with the fan. Look at that. So cute. Doesn't fit me. So shop. Next one fits me. I found this dress by the brand The Pyramid Collection. I'm not sure what year this is. I don't know if it's 90s or early 2000s maybe, but I thought it was a good Art Deco knockoff, like kind of something you could wear to Gatsby with, like Gatsby picnic with a white slip underneath it, slip dress. It's really pretty blue. It fits me, and I'm keeping it for future use. Next up is also another item I'm keeping. I bought this at Savers, and one thing I noticed about Savers is several of the tags were cut out, which is so annoying because then you don't know who the company is that made the dress or the designer, and it just drives me crazy. So if you recognize the print, let me know. But it's this blue dress with gathered skirt, and it's this super cute flamingo print with palm leaves. How adorable is that? It fits me. I'm keeping it. But again, if you recognize this dress, let me know. I'd love to know who makes these. Next up is a set that's actually going to my shop. It is a pair of wide leg, I think they might even be bell bottoms, with this really beautiful blue floral print and a matching halter top. It's totally 70s. Going in my shop, way too small, but great set for someone else. Next one I'm keeping. It is a Hawaiian caftan, and it's one of those that's pleated. I did find a label. It says Greener Castle. I'm guessing this is probably from the 80s. It's a newer one because it's kind of that like polyester nylon-y material. But I just love the print on this one. It's gorgeous flowers and it's white. What a good piece. So I'll save that for my next tiki event. Next one is actually not, doesn't fit me, would never fit me, but it's a little girl's, like, I think it's a 60s dress. I believe it's also silk, but I mean, it's incredible condition for its age, and it totally reminds me of a dress that Eleven wore in Stranger Things. So this will be going in my shop. If you have a little girl that it'll fit, this will be a great Halloween costume coming up. down to my last two dresses and then my favorite find for the month. So I found this connected apparel dress. I love chiffon, period. I'm always attracted to chiffon items, but I love the print. I just thought it was kind of a good just dress to have for like maybe a future wedding to attend or any kind of event. It would even look great with like a black blazer so I could wear it to work, but just a nice pretty dress. And then the last dress is actually something I've been looking at for a while, and I've tried on several dresses and they just haven't worked out, but I've been wanting a seersucker material dress, and so I found one in blue and it fits me perfectly. It's got a really cute gathered skirt, a pleated skirt, with a matching sash, and oh, it's just so cute. If you're looking for something somewhere, there's the label, J&Y. Okay, so my last couple of items are pretty special. So Medford is actually the town that Ginger Rogers retired to in, I believe, the 1970s. She bought property up here, I believe, in like the 40s. This area, the Rogue Valley, was her retreat. It was the spot that she came to get away from Hollywood. And so she officially retired to this area, I believe in like the late 70s, early 80s. And she passed away in 1995. And of course, I wasn't around then, so I couldn't attend her estate sale. But from what I hear, it was amazing. She had just a collection of items that she'd held on to over the years. And the other day, I got this tip that somebody who was the executor of the estate had donated a bunch of her shoes to a local thrift store. So I thought, I gotta go and see. So I went and I found these pairs that I'm about to show you. But here's the sad thing. There was no way to authenticate that these are actually Ginger Rogers shoes, other than a little handwritten note that was set up next to the shoes that said these belong to Ginger Rogers, donated by her executor of her estate. And that's it. That's all I have to go off. A couple of them have Ginger Rogers written on them, but I don't know if that was done when she owned them, after she died, or the store did it. But the store, it was, the store was a good store. It wasn't a thrift shop that I think by any means would do that to make money. In fact, when I asked the ladies, like, they really didn't have any information to give me. So it wasn't a hard sell. And these are all, or I think 3 of the pairs are the brand Bruno Magli. So here's the first pair, and these are actually my favorite. I wore these at the Art Deco picnic that I attended. And they're these, I mean, these are all 80s, by the way, but it's kind of a 40s style heel. I'm just realizing I need to replace the bottoms. What a pity. I wore them once. And they just fit me perfectly. Very comfortable. And she was a size 7.5, in case you're wondering. Here is another pair that I picked up. And I mean, these don't even look like they were ever worn. If you look at the bottom, there's no wear on them at all. And these fit me. They're really cute. What do you call that? Open toe heel. And then the next pair are kind of the same. In fact, all of these are open-toed. Pair of white ones. These ones I do have to repair the heel on the bottom. And then see, that's the one that says Ginger Rogers on the bottom of it. But I don't know. I don't know if they're the real deal. This brand is Delman from London. So, pretty fancy. And then the last pair I have to share are another black pair. And they're also the Bruno Magli brand. And there's the peep toe. And again, these are the same. They don't look like they were ever worn. They've got no wear on them. So that's it. That's everything I found between my road trip from 3 weeks ago and then also this last week. So thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked my video, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'll have more videos headed your way. I'll see you soon. Bye.